Hey Cosmic Seekers, welcome back to another Tarot Deep Dive. It is my pleasure to bring to you the reversed Six of Swords. How are you guys been? If you are enjoying the content, be sure to like, subscribe, and make sure you let me know in those comments how you're feeling about the content. Anyway, we're going to be navigating this reverse Six of Swords. It's a card that speaks to that emotional baggage, the delayed transitions. It's difficulty moving on. We all have this. We all go through this in a tough time, a tough place. Typically the Six of Swords upright, there's a lot of tarot readers who call this out and say, hey, keep in mind it's the water taxi, the water Uber, you know. It's a lot of information. Even with those swords, the ship's not sinking kind of thing. But when reversed, it's the energy stalling out. You might feel stuck in the past. People live rent-free kind of energy, you know. You're not able to let go. You're uncertain about that next step, that energy. You're holding on to something that's keeping you from your growth, feeling like you should move forward, but you're still being pulled back somehow. Something is getting you stuck on that energy. It could just maybe be an emotional weight you need to let go or just move on beyond this deep energy. You're going to trust the process. That's a lot of this energy here. As we go into this, I want you to understand that this is about the final step into that next chapter. As we're finishing up these swords cards in reverse, it's a good energy to get because you're moving in that, getting rid of those old wounds. You know, you're carrying these baggages and saying, I'm not doing this anymore. You're struggling with the uncertainty, but you're realizing what this is that you want. And upright, it says, hey, I have progress. I'm healing, I'm moving on, I'm moving to bigger and better. When you flip this, it gives you that moment of realization that you did this. Reversal just says, hey, I'm just holding back at a roadblock. Something's preventing you from moving on. Whatever this is, it could be a lot of intellectual, mental trapped energy. Overthinking, as we call it, you know? Are you in a cycle of thinking about the past, feeling emotionally tied to a situation that no longer serves you? That could be this. That's this energy, the Six of Swords energy. It's a card that appears in about time to release doubt, embrace the transition, trust that things are going to get better ahead. You see the boat, that's delayed movement, stagnation. Because we're in the reverse, it's that transition that normally would happen with that water Uber, that water taxi in the upright. When reverse, it says, hey, we're stuck in the mud. Something's happening here. We can't move on. We're unable to move forward. We could just be clinging on to something. It's just holding us back because the boat's not going anywhere in reversal. It's just holding. It's anchored, you know, anchored to the past even. You can see the cloaked figures. Always keep in mind what they are, what they mean. In prototypical old-fashioned tarot, it's really about holding on to the emotional baggage. You know, the passengers are traveling around, going on to a new life, carrying only what they need, you know. And in reverse, it says you're still carrying that baggage. You won't let it go. What's making it harder than it should be? You know, that bringing the past into the new situation, struggling to detach from the old version of yourself, that happens. The reverse six will come in and say, hey, what do you need to do? What do you need to urge yourself to do to let go, to serve the future? What's going to help you get there? What's the roadblock? What's the mental roadblock? What's the unfinished business even? Because the swords in the boat are giving you that idea that you have this mental burden, but it's intellect, it's knowledge, it's information. These swords might indicate old wounds even, unresolved issues or weight pulling you down. Are you overthinking a transition? Could be that. But the avoiding of closure in your area of life could be coming through. With the reverse six, it's reminding you that there's a piece coming in. It's allowing you to see yourself as transparent even, saying, hey, I know I need to see this more clearly, you know. Release from the past. The emotional resistance is there. The water, the clarity, the choppy waves behind the boat. You can see how the water is different on either side. When reverse, it's struggles that we get here, the emotional turmoil behind, because this is the top-down energy. This is you connecting you to the divine. In the reverse, it's you're literally connecting to your highest self, or you're connecting to your higher energy. The mental or emotional stuck energy is turmoil. Turmoil's in there. You know, you can't get clarity. You can't get that calm peace energy. The reverse Six of Swords is about trusting the journey. Really, even if your destination isn't known, you know, you're just kind of figuring it out. A lot of esoteric energy in here. You'll hear me on my lives talk about this, or you'll hear me mention this on my readings. The Six of Swords will represent that Aquarius energy, but it's more that Mercury in Aquarius because it's movement energy, right? Because we're moving. But the swords here is ruling the intellectual transitions, the breakthroughs. So what I get here is that moving forward, that forward movement, that reversal can tell us that the energy will only manifest if we're overanalyzing past struggles, letting go, resisting change. The reverse Six of Swords, the reverse Six of Swords is just showing me and saying, hey, what are we allowing? What are we taking into that energy, the flow? Are we holding ourselves back, or is something holding us back? Because the number 6 is about balance and harmony and healing. And that number 6 reverse is about delaying that harmony, or delaying even the emotional recovery. It could be just the fear of the unknown, or struggling to find peace after some change, after a breakup, after moving on. So the reverse 6 reminds us that when you find closure, it's a choice. It's a way to decide to move forward. In the Kabbalistic teachings, it's that sphere of balance, integration, clarity. It's getting everything in one. Reverse energy says you're resisting those natural changes, those life cycles. And we all do this, but typically it's showing me that you, or whoever gets this card, would fear the unknown. Don't fear it. We must be ready to mentally move into reality and desire something before we even know it's there, or even know what it's going to be. And we manifest physically. We manifest what we want, right? And when we have to mentally get into that mindset, the reverse 6 says, are you mentally preparing for a life that you want? Are you still attached to something that you left behind? It's that energy, because you have to really desire that what you want. Not a person, but an idea, a sword, intellect. The reverse 6 is resonating on that principle of cutting the energy, the cords, cutting that energetic silver cord that you could have with somebody, releasing the attachments of the past. Feeling emotionally tied to an old chapter or energetic healing could be needed just to transition forward, and listening to 417 hertz frequency would be really good here, because you can clear that past trauma, remove those negative attachments, encourage you to just transform, get into that mindset of who you are. If you've been struggling with those emotional weights, listening to that 417 will allow you to get into that energy that will no longer tie you down. It'll free you from those binds, those chains. It'll let you get back into that moving on, that water Uber, that chariot water, the taxi movement. That kind of like, it's the movement of the boat is what we need to get you unstuck. I always ask people, I say, how does this feel? How does this reflect to you in your energy? If you've been dwelling on the past, it's time to redirect it, really, because we're going one way or stuck. Is it emotional baggage? I ask people. That's the second thing I'll look at, because I look at this card, I'll say, what is that emotional baggage? It's urging, like, whoever gets this, what's the emotional baggage? What's no longer supporting the growth? You have to trust the journey. Just trust the process. Say, fine, I'm in. I'll take it. You're the driver. Universe, you take the wheel. Don't be afraid of those next steps. The card's reminding you to take those next steps forward, following the universe's lead. You're not always in charge. Maybe you're in this moment of healing, because we just came out of that 3 swords energy just recently. And this is twice that, right? Because we're at the 6. Even though you can't move forward, you're looking back at the 3 of swords, remembering the heartbreak. Healing requires letting go of what hurt you. Fear of the unknown is testing your faith, saying, is there something better? That heartbreak, right before it, I felt good. You were trying to make a choice. Your past doesn't define your future. It helps define your knowledge of what you've learned and how you got there, but the mental clutter is just keeping you stuck. Release it. Let it go. It's all good. It's all fine. Stop resisting the change. It's meant to elevate you to a new place, a new timeline even. You deserve peace, right? Don't we all? You're delaying that healing is all that's happening, and the universe is saying, I got you. Your guides, your angels, every ending is a beginning, and they said your heart is healing. You're really doing great work here. Your chapter is just waiting. We're just stepping into it. As I say, allow me to hold my own pen when I write. What you resist is going to persist. That's that mindset, right? If you're flowing with the change, what's going to happen? You have to hold on to your dreams, not the past. The clarity is going to come once you start trusting in yourself, and that you have the ability to move towards a better future, because your future self is there waiting. Your higher self says, I see you. hand to hand extended. So, as always, I ask you guys, I say, look, what is this teaching you? One, like I said, it teaches you have to fully release that past before you can embrace the future. Let go of what doesn't serve you. You've learned. And then, we have to look at this in an additional moving forward is trusting that journey is getting us to where we were supposed to go. We didn't make a mistake. This is how it was supposed to go the entire time. The longest road is not the hardest road. Doing things the hard way just teaches you more. Do you want to read the abridged version or get the entire book? You want to get the first edition as it was written by the author, right? Mistakes and all. Because that kind of teaches you something about mistakes, teach you something, teach you the understanding about that book, about that text, about that novel. And as you write your chapter, don't be afraid to make those mistakes. People are so afraid sometimes of writing their own chapters, they don't do anything. The mistakes are the best part. Think about it when a little kid brings you a piece of artwork and something's spelled wrong, or there's only 3 fingers on the hand, or whatever. It's that adorableness, the innocence of that. The universe says, I'm here. I want to see you right. I want to see you move into this new phase of life. We're going to move in. We're going to start moving beyond this. And that's what we're going to do. And as we move into the 7 of Swords, you'll see what happens. As we move beyond the 6 into the 7 reversed, you'll see what goes on. As always, friends, I hope that you enjoyed the content. Please do me a favor. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all. And all you Cosmic Collective members, I'll see you on your exclusive live events. And if you haven't yet seen me, please stop in on a Wednesday at 7 p.m. I'm also available sometimes on those Sunday mornings for those cards and coffee talks, just hanging out, you and me. But if you're looking for a private reading, as always, check me out on cosmicboogeyman.com. And please do me a favor, follow me on all the socials. Let me know you're following me. Hit me up on the comments. Let me know you're tracking me, stalking me. All right. As always, wait for the new content. Let me know you guys are enjoying it, and I'll see you very, very soon. You guys be safe. Peace.